дура, ты явно. В голове не мозги, это точно. Говоришь, вот хотела принцессой. У коридора разбитого снова ты стоишь. Но ты дура, ты явно. В голове не мозги, это точно. Говоришь, вот хотела принцессой. У коридора разбитого снова ты стоишь. Вот как-то так, но никак иначе. Слезы на щеках, ты чё, дура, плачешь? Дай угадаю, что с тобой случилось? Пропустила сериал, простудилась, глаза мои тебя не видели. Лучше бы тебя в роддоме забыли родители. Возомнила ты себя принцессой. Говоришь, что мы с тобой из разного теста. Думаешь, ты не такая, что ты необычная. Чем ты вообще можешь думать, тупица истеричная? У тебя же вместо мозгов, как у Винни-Пуха, опилки, строфилки. О да, это плохо, раскатай губу, закатай обратно, уничтожь себя, сделай всем приятно. Хочешь повыше взлететь и на всех нагадить? Ну гады сами успели на тебя нагадить. Ладно, детка, тебе спокойной ночи. Желаю тебе, чтобы всю ночь кошмары мучили. Ты заслужила это, мисс куриные мозги, а я пошел, а ты меня не ищи. Но ты дура, ты явно. В голове не мозги, это точно. Говоришь, вот хотела принцессой. У коридора разбитого снова ты стоишь. Но ты дура, ты явно. В голове не мозги, это точно. Говоришь, вот хотела принцессой. У коридора разбитого снова ты стоишь.
Hello guys, welcome to the stream. How you all doing? I think no one's here. Let's fucking start the game. డ్రైవర్ గారు ఆడదాం ఈరోజు. ఎస్, వెయిట్ సెకండ్. నా లెవెల్ ఎంత అయింది? 207 ఉంది టెక్ లెవెల్. ఇవన్నీ ఆడితే నాకు వస్తాయి. इधर दो Las Vegas.
So at
Fifth orbit run. Okay. చేంజ్ చేసేకే లేదు ఎందుకు ఇచ్చాడు మరి
Ashish Divala K7L said hello.
Hey Ashish, welcome to the stream, buddy. What the fuck? Flow ఎందుకు అవుతున్నా నేను ఓకే థ్రాటిల్ కొట్టాను అసలు షిట్
we can now use DRS. DRS now available.
డ్యామేజ్ అయిందా ఏం కాలే ఈజీగా అయిపోతాం
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
రీటర్నింగ్ దగ్గరే బిస్కెట్ అవుతా బ్రేకింగ్ 2 ఫింగర్స్ అలవాటైంది బ్రో నాకు.
Okay, well done. That's 3 clean laps in a row. Beautiful stuff. Keep it going. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
मिलेगा आगे.
Oh, that was just brilliant. It was super clean and we got the win. Well done.
Let's go, mate.
And as they take the checkered flag, the prize in the eyes of our winner today is there for all to see.
ఏంది టైం ట్రయల్ ఛాలెంజ్ అంట? వాట్స్ దిస్? అసిస్ అన్ని ఆన్ చేసుకొని మొత్తం బీట్ చేసిండు వీడు. వావ్. ఆఫ్ చేసి మెక్లారెన్ 130 అంట. వీడియో స్ట్రీమే. కానీ లెట్ సర్చ్ ఫర్ PS ప్లేయర్స్. ఎవరిది ట్రై చేద్దాం? వీడిది యాడ్ చేసేకి రాదా నాకు? వాట్ ద ఫక్? వీళ్ళు నా ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఇంత టైం లూజ్ అయినా బ్రో టర్నింగ్ అసలు. ఇందాక ఏదో వచ్చింది, ఏదో చూడలే నేను. వచ్చా ఓకే. గోల్డ్ కాంపిటేటరా ఇప్పుడు? ఓకే ఓకే, లెట్స్ ట్రై. బ్రాంజ్ పాస్ అయిపోయినాం, ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ గోల్డ్. అప్పుడు సెకండ్లో ఉంటే అయిపోతుండేమో. Yeah, how did we lose? కార్నర్లో అంత ఎట్లా పోయింది బ్రో, నాకు అర్థం కాదు. ఇది కూడా ఇన్వాలిడ్, ఆకులేటెడ్ విత్ వాల్ అండ్ షీ. 2 సెకండ్స్ గెయిన్ చేయాలా నేను? $137 ఉంది నా బెస్ట్, 135 ఉంది గోల్డ్. 2 seconds, what the fuck? నా ఫ్రంట్ లెఫ్ట్ లాక్ అయిపోతుంది బ్రో ఆ టర్నింగ్లో. ఓకే, బ్రేకింగ్ పాయింట్స్ మిస్ చేయొద్దు, కరెక్ట్గానే వేయాలి. ల్యాబ్ గట్టిగా ట్రై చేస్తాం. What the fuck? డెల్టా ఎట్లా లూజ్ అవుతున్నాం బ్రో టర్నింగ్లో? థర్డ్ గేర్లో సరే ఓకే 1 lakh లోపల వచ్చినాం. నైస్. అస్సాం అలా అన్నానో లేదో అస్సాం. థర్డ్ గేర్లోనే ఉన్నాడు వీడు కూడా. ఓకే, ఫుల్ థ్రాటిల్ ఇచ్చినాడు దాని తర్వాత. got it. Good. Full track usage నేర్చుకోవాలి bro. Track usage. వీళ్ళు టాప్ స్కోరర్స్ కూడా అంటే లీడర్ బోర్డ్లో ఉంటారు కదా, వాళ్ళు కూడా మొత్తం యూజ్ చేసుకుంటారు ట్రాక్ లిమిట్. ఏజాక్స్ అంటే వాడు అరే నేను ఫోర్త్లో ఎందుకుంటున్నా ఫస్ట్, అది థర్డ్లో ఉండకుండా. మై బ్యాడ్. ఓ చాలా గెయిన్ చేసాం మనం అక్కడ, నియర్లీ హాఫ్ ఏ సెకండ్. లెట్స్ గో. ఎత్తిపోయింది. ఇంత కష్టం బ్రో అసలు ఇది కంట్రోలర్తో, అమ్మ. ఎట్లా చేస్తారేమో ఫాస్ట్ ల్యాబ్స్. సెకండ్లోనే ఉండాలి అక్కడ, థర్డ్లో కాదు. సో థర్డ్లో కాదు, సెకండ్లోనే ఉండాలి. ఏం ట్రాక్ ఇది? లాస్ట్ వేగస్ కదా వాడింది అట్లా చుట్టబోతున్నాడు. వద్ద పక్క వద్ద పక్క అరే 5 సార్లే ప్రెస్ చేస్తున్నా బ్రో నేను. మా ఆయన ఫోర్త్లోనే ఉండిపోతుంది. ఇది ముఖం Let me practice this, okay? Second guess direct. అంత స్లో ఉండాలి నేను యాక్చువల్లీ అక్కడ. ఇంకా లెట్స్ ట్రై. డైరెక్ట్ సెకండ్కి వేసేది థర్డ్లో ఉన్న స్పీడ్. మస్తు అయింది బ్రాంజ్ ఆడలా, గోల్డ్ వద్దు. వీళ్ళంతా అసిస్ట్లో ఆన్ చేసుకొని ఆడుతున్నారు బ్రో. వీడు చూడు ఏజాక్స్ గడు అన్ని అసిస్ట్లో ఆన్ చేసినాడు. No, no. Series of the driver carrier ఆడదాం. కొత్తది క్రియేట్ చేశాను నేను యాక్చువల్లీ ల్యాండ్. మొత్తం అన్నీ చేయాలి మనం. ప్రాక్టీస్ 1, 2, తర్వాత క్వాలి, తర్వాత రేస్. షార్ట్ పెడతా.
Hello and a very warm...
Okay, mate, this is the first running of the real car. Now, I know it's a big ask, but let's get some useful data and get you used to how the practice sessions work. Let's start the season as we mean to go on, eh? I know we can have a great year, so let's go.
Let's go.
Radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
The car settings screen on your multi-function display will allow you to change various settings as you drive. Open the display with the MFD. Okay, mate, nice and steady here. I want a representative lap because this is what's going to set our race strategy. Okay, you've got race levels of fuel in the car. I want you to drive at a representative pace, all right? No hot laps this time. Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. Okay mate, this is the first running of the real car. Now I know it's a big ask, but let's get some useful data and get you used to how the practice sessions work. Let's start the season as we mean to go on, eh? I know we can have a great year, so let's go. Okay, give me a quick radio check please, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, let's have some nice steady laps here please, just a managed pace, like you would in the race. That's what's going to give us the best data. Okay mate, nice and steady here. I want a representative lap because this is what's going to set our race strategy. Are you alright? Engine off, engine off.
ఇంత మంచిగా చేసింది బ్రో. వచ్చా just finish up. Hey.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Box.
Repeat that. I've got some
Box,
interference
box,
here.
Box.
Didn't receive that. Repeat the message. Repeat the message.
Box ra labbe. Box, box, box.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
So would not go to video. ക്വാളിഫയിങ് പേസ് എന്താ?
Okay, don't worry about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we just want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
వీళ్ళని అడ్డం పెట్టుకొని నేను ఎట్లా ఆడాలి బ్రో?
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Box.
Please repeat, you're breaking up.
కాక్పిట్ వ్యూలో పెట్టుకుంటా నెక్స్ట్. కాక్పిటే నచ్చుతుంది బ్రో నాకు, కానీ ట్రాక్ సరిగ్గా కనిపించదు, ఒకటే డిసడ్వాంటేజ్.
Okay, on this test I want you to focus on managing your ERS. It's really important for our overall race pace, and so a reminder that you've got modes to play with in your MFD. See how they feel for you and see how different modes drain the battery.
కాక్పిట్ వ్యూలో ఉంటే కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఎక్కువ వస్తుంది బ్రో.
Nice one. Okay, reminder, a neat way to recharge the batteries by lifting at certain points when you feel you can and by gentle braking. Try those this lap and see how you get on. And if you want to make the most of those gears, engine braking will also put some juice back into the battery. Combine all these techniques and see how you go. Well, what happened? Let me know you're okay.
ఈ టర్నింగ్ అందుకే నాకు అస్సలు నచ్చదు.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
That was way too slow. Box.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
%50 at a tire wear. అందుకే కంట్రోల్ కావట్లేదు అసలు. మొత్తానికే పోయింది ఇప్పుడు.
Okay, you've got front wing damage. This will have a major impact on performance unless you box for a new one.
Damn. Damn, bro. Like the stream, guys. Like this too. Next session కి వెళ్ళిపోదాం.
What an incredible practice session that was. But the fun doesn't stop.
All right, let's have a quick radio check, please. Radio check. Let's get a few laps under our belt.
ఇంకా ఏదో కొట్టుకున్నాను.
Standing by. Okay, radio check, radio check.
ఈ ఇన్సైట్స్ వల్ల అప్గ్రేడ్స్ చేసుకోవచ్చు బ్రో, అందుకే ఇవి చేస్తున్నా. What the fuck?
Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals. Okay, you've got race levels of fuel in the car. I want you to drive at a representative pace, all right? No hot laps this time. Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Box.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Oh. Quali next sticker.
The car settings screen on your multifunction display will allow you to change various settings as you drive. Open the display with the MFD button and you can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change.
Quali వెళ్ళిపోదాం direct.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
రేపు నాకు తెలిసి ఒక కొత్త గేమ్
And a warm welcome, everybody.
just
We're here in the heart of Melbourne.
tomorrow.
It's Albert Park, and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix.
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
baby.
Pole position.
Oh, it's so dumb.
That was so dumb. ఎందుకంటే
Goodbye for now then, but
Sure.
really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again.
ఆస్కర్ పిఎస్ట్ ఈడుస్తున్నాడు వెనకాల నిలబడుకో మారేసు చెబిది
And joining me in the commentary box once again.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
ఏ లెవెల్ పెంచాలనుకుంటా నేను. సైడ్ సేవ్ చేస్తాం ఇట్లా సెకండ్స్ ఉన్నా మనకు టైం. వద్దాపా ఎందుకు అట్లా లాక్ అవుతున్నాయి? హలో కరెక్ట్గానే ఉన్నాయండి. రేర్ లాకింగ్ అంటే
Tyre condition still looking good.
మళ్ళా లాక్ అయింది. What the fuck? Try it.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. Okay, Lando, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
Copy.
Okay, really, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. Green flag.
ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తున్న ఫీలింగ్ వస్తుంది నాకు.
In this lap, push now. Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Okay, go, go, go! That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting.
I'll double the 8.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Oscar's coming in for his stop now.
ఏది సౌండ్ అట్లా వస్తుంది ఏందో మధ్యలో రేకుల డబ్బా సౌండ్ ఎందుకు అట్లా നോക്കാം.
Okay, Lando. Lap times are a little erratic at the moment. We need consistency, so let's try and stabilise them.
Yeah.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. So we're expecting rain in about 10
Huh?
to 15 minutes.
ఏంటి బ్రో మధ్యలో 10 to 15 minutes అంట. నా రేజ్ అయిపోతుంది అంత లోపల.
Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
Hi.
Okay, you have some front wing damage, but not enough to justify a stop in the remaining laps.
బిస్కెట్ అవుతుండే రేస్ మొత్తం. అసలు ఏం చేస్తున్నా ఏఐలో? నేను గేమ్ కొత్తగా ఆడేటప్పుడు ఇన్ని సెకండ్స్ మెయింటైన్ చేస్తుంది నా ముందరానికి నాకు 40 సెకండ్స్ అట్లా. Finally.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
Congrats. Amazing way to start the year. Thank you so much.
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more
Leclerc
exciting
second,
Formula One action
Hamilton,
very soon.
Russell, Oscar ఏంది ఫిఫ్త్ వచ్చినాడు? యూకి నీకో మ్యాక్స్ వర్స్టాపెన్ ఫ్యాన్స్ చూస్తే చచ్చిపోతారు. 10th ప్లేస్ అంట. అలాన్సో ఉన్నాడు పైన, యూకి ఉన్నాడు. లాస్ట్ ఎవరు? ఇంకెవరు ఉంటారు? డిఎన్. నేను గేమ్లో గమనిలే బ్రో అసలు డిఎన్ఎఫ్ అయినా. అయింది 15 అంట. Completed driven lap in 2 different sessions. అంటే perfect the race strategy practice program. ఏందో అర్థం కాలే. నిజంగా 17 days అవుతుంది ఏంటి తొక్కలోది. 470 ఉన్నాయి మనతో. రికమెండెడ్ చూద్దాం. గేమ్లో అప్గ్రేడ్ చేసి చలో ఈరోజు రేస్ అయిపోయింది. రేపు మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ రేస్ చైనీస్ గ్రాండ్ ప్రీ అంట. మౌలిక్ మెసేజ్ పెట్టి వస్తున్నాడేమో. 85 fan tokens. What is it? 35 only. What the fuck? ठीक है. Should I open the story mode? Don't think. Thanks for watching. That's it for the day. Rendo sonar gani sudden plan change ayindanta. Good night. నేను ఏదైనా సిరీస్ చూసుకుంటా. బ్యాటిల్ ఫీల్డ్ ఆడుతుండా వీడు. F1 25 మలయాళం చూడండి, చూద్దాం ఆగు.
മാസ്റ്റർ ആയിരിക്കും.
അതെപ്പം കളിക്കോ?
എന്ത് ചേട്ടാ
പിന്നെ
ചേട്ടാ ചേട്ടാ అంటే ఏంది?
ഗെയിമില്
ചേട്ടാ అంటారు వాళ్ళు.
എന്താണ്
ലോബിൽ വന്നേക്കണ ആരെങ്കിലൊക്കെ ഇൻവൈറ്റുകൾ അയച്ചോട്ടാ ലൂക്ക് മൂവീസിലേക്ക് വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ, തന്നെ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ.
బ్రో గట్టిగా ఉన్నారు కదా వీళ్ళ ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు చూడు. 93 అంట, 93 30 ఆన్లైన్ అంట.
സ്ട്രീം വഴി വലിഞ്ഞേറാം ബിഹൈൻഡ് എനിമി ലൈൻസ്.
റൈറ്റിൽ കടിച്ച് ജോയിൻ അടിച്ചാൽ മതി.
കിട്ടാനിലേക്ക്
ഒരു
വലിഞ്ഞേറാം.
രസമായിരിക്കും. നൈസ് സൗണ്ട് ആണ്. F2 ഞാൻ ഇതുവരെ കളിച്ചു നോക്കിയിട്ടില്ല കേട്ടോ.
గేమింగ్ వీల్ కూడా ఉంది బ్రో.
ലെഫ്റ്റ് ഷോഗാഡ് റേസ് പിന്നെ
చూద్దాం ఎట్లా ఆడతాడు.
ABCD ഇറക്കേണ്ടി വരും.
വന്നല്ലേ
ഒരു റീൽ ഇറക്കാൻ വേണമെങ്കിൽ
బ్రో ఇంతమంది ఉన్నారు బ్రో వీళ్ళు.
ഞാനിങ്ങനെ ഓരോരുത്തർക്ക് അയച്ചു പോയപ്പോ
കുറച്ചധികം ഇടി ഇടിക്കേണ്ടി വരും.
Devil Snyder said bro will join after 10.
ന്യൂ ടാർഗറ്റ് ഡു നോട്ട് കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ദ റേസ്. ഷോർട്ട് റേസ് ഇടുന്ന റീൽ ഉണ്ടാക്കാം.
బ్రో విల్ జాయిన్ ఆఫ్టర్ 10 నా. నేను డౌట్
ഇല്ലില്ല
వెళ్ళిపోతాను అనుకుంటా.
സിമുലേഷൻ ആക്കട്ടെ. ഷോർട്ട് റേസ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ 5 ലാപ്പ് ആണെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് റീലിനുള്ള റെഡിയാക്കാം. അപ്പോൾ 18 ലാപ്പൊക്കെ നോക്കിയിരിക്കാൻ.
ഇനി ആരുള്ളേ? ഈ കർച്ചവരുണ്ടായില്ല നേരത്തെ, ഇതെല്ലാരും ഇറങ്ങിപ്പോയോണ്ട്
വിലറേജ് യൂസസ് വെൽത്താ
ട്രാക്ഷൻ ഓഫ് ആക്കിയിട്ടാണ് കളിക്കുന്നത്. ഞാൻ
ഇട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടോ അതിന്റെ മറ്റേ സ്റ്റീമിൽ നിനക്ക് അറിയാലോ ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ. അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്തു.
ലൂക്ക് ടീം എടുത്തോ?
റേസിംഗ് ലൈൻ ഓഫ് ആക്കണോ? അപ്പൊ ഇടി ഉറപ്പാണ്.
നമ്മൾ ഇന്നലെ കളിച്ചു റേസിംഗ് ലൈൻ ഓഫ് ചെയ്തിട്ട്.
നമുക്ക് ഒരു റേസ് അങ്ങനെ ഇടാം. റേസ് ഇടാം.
അതിന്റെ കൂടെ റേസിംഗ് ലൈനും കൂടി ഓഫ് ആക്കി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇടി ഉറപ്പായിരിക്കും.
ബീസ്റ്റിന് വരുമോ?
എന്താ പേടിയാണോ?
ചെറിയാണോ?
പേടിയാണോ?
പേടിയാണോ?
അബ്ദുള്ള അബ്ദുള്ള
അതാണ്
വെൽക്കം
പേടിക്കണ്ടേ.
വെൽക്കം വരുന്നോ
എനിക്കിങ്ങനെ റേസ് ചെയ്ത് വരുമ്പോ ഫ്രണ്ടിൽ ഞാൻ ബേബ്ലേഡ് പോലെ കറങ്ങണ്ടാവും.
അബ്ദുള്ള എവിടെ ഇന്ന് ഓൺലൈൻ കാണില്ലല്ലോ
പയ്യന്മാരൊക്കെ ഇന്നലെ എല്ലാം സെറ്റ് ആയിട്ടാ കളിച്ചു റേസിംഗ് ലൈനൊക്കെ ഓഫ് ചെയ്തു.
സോറോ ബാ
ഞാൻ ഇല്ലാത്തതിന്റെ ആണോ?
മിസ്പേനൊക്കെ ഇടിച്ചിട്ട് മൈൻഡ്
അതാ എനിക്ക് പറഞ്ഞത്.
എന്താടാ നിനക്ക് ഇത്ര സന്തോഷം ഞാൻ അവൻ ഇടിച്ചിട്ട് തോരെ
ఏం మాట్లాడతారు బ్రో ఏం అర్థమవుతలేదు
അവൻ will join to play cause got a report writing or engineering measurement okay man okay no worries അത്
I
കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട്
won't
വരാൻ
be able
പറ്റുമെങ്കിൽ
to
വാ
join
അബ്ദുള്ള
play
ബിഗ്
'cause
ത്രെട്ടിലായിട്ട് അത്
you
ഇല്ലാതെ
can make it after that try to come
പാവം.
അല്ല പക്ഷെ നമുക്ക് ഇനി ഇടി വേണം കേട്ടോ. നമുക്ക് ഇടിയാണ് വൈറലാവുന്നത്. ഇടിയേ വൈറലാവുന്നുള്ളൂ. മറ്റേക്ക് റേസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ആർക്കും കാണേ വേണ്ട.
ഇതിലിടിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ തീർന്നിട്ടാ ഒറ്റടിക്ക് തീരും
അബുദാബി
ഒരു രസം ആയിരിക്കും നൈസ് സൗണ്ട്
എടാ ആരെങ്കിലും
Karthik Sripata 9709 said M chest UNAV bro.
సోరో వന്നില്ല
ఏం చేస్తున్నావు మలయాళముడు స్ట్రీమ్ పెట్టినాడు బ్రో అదే చూస్తున్నా ఎట్లా ఆడతారు
സൂര്യൻ വന്നല്ലോ
കോമ്പറ്റ്
സോറോ അല്ലേ ഇനി സോറോനും സോറോ ആൻഡ് മാത്തൻ
റേസ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ
Opening section, bro.
2K views,
Okay,
1K
okay, okay.
views.
Anyone else
Full
spending
India
guys?
16K, 17K.
Scotland College in Nightlands. Okay.
ఎంతమంది జాయిన్ అవుతారో చూస్తాం
ഞാൻ പരിസരത്താണ് ഞാൻ സൈഡ് കൊടുത്ത് വിട്ടേക്കാം പോരെ
ഓഫ്ലൈൻ ആണല്ലോ കണക്ട്.
അയ്യോ ജോൺസണിന്റെ
ഗോപിയിലുണ്ടല്ലോ.
സ്ട്രീമാണ്
എത്തി, കേറി. അയ്യോ, network issue പിന്നെ
എന്റെ
വന്നോ?
സ്ട്രീം എന്തെങ്കിലും ഇഷ്യൂ ഉണ്ടോ? സൗണ്ട് ഉണ്ടോ?
മ്യൂട്ടഡാ
ആര് ഞാനോ?
അല്ല എന്റെ ഫോണിൽ മ്യൂട്ടഡാ ഓണാണ് പക്ഷെ
ആ ഫോണിൽ മ്യൂട്ടഡ് ആണ്.
റെഡി അടിച്ചോ എല്ലാരും വന്നില്ലേ
എല്ലാരും വന്നില്ലേ
വണ്ടി എടുക്കട്ടെ.
ഓ ഞാൻ വെച്ച് ഇറങ്ങിപ്പോയിന്ന് ആ റെഡി അടിച്ചു
ഫീനിക്സ്
ఫీనిక్స్ నిక్ ఫీనిక్స్ అవును ఇందులో ఉండాలో
స్టార్టింగ్ నుంచి కష్టమే ఆడుతుండా అవును బ్రో కష్టమే ఆడుతుండు బ్రో
ഇവൻ അത് യൂസ് ചെയ്യണ ഓക്കെ ഫുഡ് കുഴപ്പം പിടിക്കാറായിട്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഇഷ്യൂസ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പറഞ്ഞോളൂ ഇന്നലത്തെ റെസ്ട്രിക്ഷൻസ് ഒന്നും നമ്മൾ വെക്കുന്ന കൊള്ളാം പൊളി 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 അത് കേട്ടാ മതി ഇത് എനിക്കൊരു ഫ്രണ്ട് തന്നാടാ അവന്റെ തൽക്കാലത്തേക്ക് ഞാൻ യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന തൽക്കാലം ഇങ്ങനെ ലൂക്കീസ് ജോലി ഓഫ് ചെയ്യണോ
ట్రాక్షన్ ఫుల్ పెట్టుకున్నాడు నైస్ గేర్లో ఆటోమేటిక్ పెట్టుకున్నాడు ఎందుకు బ్రో వీల్ కొని ఆటోమేటిక్ ఎంత పెట్టుకుండు బ్రో
അവര് റിയാലിറ്റി അങ്ങനെയാ കൊണ്ടുവന്നേക്കുന്നത്. ഹലോ മീ
చూద్దాం ఎట్లా
ഈ
ఆడతారు
ഡിസ്കോഡിലുള്ളവർ ബ്രൗസറിൽ ഒരു ടാബ് ഓപ്പൺ ചെയ്തിട്ടാൽ വളരെ ഹെൽപ്ഫുൾ ആയിരുന്നു. കുറച്ച് വാച്ച് അവേഴ്സ് കയറിയനെ.
മൈൻഡിന് ആവശ്യത്തിന് ഞാൻ കൊടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്.
എന്നെ ഉപേക്ഷിച്ചെന്നൊക്കെ എന്നെ ഉപേക്ഷിച്ചു
ഹോയ് ഹോയ് ഹോയ്
ആരാത് പറഞ്ഞ ആവശ്യത്തിന്
നോട്ടിഫിക്കേഷൻ വരുമ്പോ തന്നെ ഓൺ ആക്കി വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടാവും.
I live in near TKM College Kozhikode.
ഞാൻ അടിച്ച് മാറ്റണത് ഞാൻ പോലും ശ്രദ്ധിക്കാറില്ല ഫോണില് പിന്നെന്താ
മാത്യു എടാ എല്ലാരും ലൈക്ക് ഒക്കെ അടിക്കണേ
ഇവൻ അടിച്ചില്ല, അടിക്കട്ടെ. 22ാമത്തെ
അത് പറയുമ്പോ ഇപ്പൊ അവൻ
എന്തൊരു വെട്ടോടാ ഇന്നെ ഈ വണ്ടിക്കകത്ത് എന്റെ മുന്നേ ഒരു ഇച്ചിരി ചെളി വന്നാ അറിയാൻ പറ്റും റേസിംഗ് ബുൾസ് ആണ് പോലെ എവിടെ
നാഞ്ചാ ദേശത്തിൽ എന്തൊക്കെയോ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട് മറനിക്
തോന്നണ്ടല്ലോ ഞാൻ എന്തൊക്കെയാ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്തത് മറന്നേക്ക് ആ സീനിലടാ സീനില്ല ഞാനതൊന്നും
ബ്രോ കറക്റ്റ് ചെയ്തോ ബ്രോ
കാർ സെറ്റപ്പ് ഒക്കെ എടുത്തോണു ഓ ആ കാർ സെറ്റപ്പ് ഒക്കെ ചെയ്യണത് പിറ്റേ സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ആക്കിയാ പൊളി 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 പഠിക്ക് പിറ്റേ സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ആക്കി
അവൻ നേരെ പേടിച്ചാ
മൂസിനെ ലെഫ്റ്റ് സെഷൻ എന്താ കേറാൻ പറ്റണില്ലേ മൂസിനെ
నీటికి పెట్టుకోవచ్చు కొంచెం
എങ്ങനെ റെഡി അടിക്കും
തിരിച്ച് എക്സിറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് കയറി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ AI ടേക്ക് ഓവർ ചെയ്യാൻ
മനസ്സിലായില്ല നിനക്ക് കേറാൻ പറ്റില്ല
അല്ല വേണ്ട ഇനി റേസിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കയറാൻ പറ്റില്ല
ഇറങ്ങണ്ട
ഉള്ളതും കൂടി പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ
കിക്ക് ഔട്ട് ആകുക അതെന്താടാ അവൻ കിക്ക് ഔട്ട് ആക്കണേ ഗെയിം എപ്പിസോഡ്സ് വെൽക്കം ബ്രോ ഡിങ്കോ ബിങ്കോ കാർത്തിക് വെൽക്കം ബ്രോ. കാർത്തിക് കളിക്കാം ഫൺ.
ബ്രോ ബ്രോ
സ്ഥിരം വരുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോടാ കിക്ക് ഔട്ട് ആണ്. നീ ഒന്ന് ഗെയിം റീസ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്ത് നോക്കിയേ. ഈ ഗെയിംസ് ആയതുകൊണ്ടാണോ മുഫസിന് കേറാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂടാ സെഷൻ കിക്ക് ഔട്ട് ആവാ. എന്താന്നറിയോ അവൻ ഈ എപ്പിക്കിലാണ്. എപ്പിക്കില് അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ റേജ് ആയില്ലോ. നൈസ് കൺട്രോളോ.
Karthik's Ripida 9709 said.
അതെ 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 ഈ ഗെയിംസ് വഴിയാ. സെർവർ നീ ഒന്ന് ഒന്ന് റീസ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്ത് നോക്കും മേഴ്സിനെ. നമ്മൾ അങ്ങനെ ദേഷ്യപ്പെടേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ലല്ലോ.
వీడైంది నా పేరు చదువుతున్నా అనుకున్నా సడన్ గా చాట్లో వేస్తే నువ్వు కనిపించవు.
ഫെറാറി സെക്കൻഡ് ഫെറാറി ആരാ?
ఏంది ప్రాక్టీసా?
ഇച്ചിരി നേരത്തെ ഇട്ടിറങ്ങിയ ആണോ?
Karthik's Ripida 9709 said live rewind on dada bro.
లైవ్ రివైండ్ ఉండదా బ్రో? ఆఫ్ చేసిన బ్రో. ఉంటది కానీ ఆఫ్ చేసిన. పాపం గుడిపించేశారు.
എന്നോട് സ്പീഡിൽ പറഞ്ഞത്
ഞാൻ പുഷ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിട്ട് ത്രോട്ടിൽ ഒറ്റ ചെക്കിലൊക്കെ കിടക്കല് കറങ്ങല് മറന്നുപോയി. എടാ റിയർ വിങ് മാറ്റി തരില്ലല്ലോ അവര്.
Any guess for epic game mystery game ഉണ്ട്?
Any guess for epic games mystery game? എടാ കൊറേയൊക്കെ ലീക്ക് ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ബട്ട് എനിവേ നല്ലൊരു ടൈറ്റിലും കൂടെ കാണും. ബാക്കിയൊക്കെ ചുമ്മാ ലോക്കൽ സാധനങ്ങളായിരിക്കും. റെഡ് ഡെഡ് ഓൺലൈൻ ചിലപ്പോ പിന്നെയും കൊടുക്കാൻ ചാൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. GTA ചിലപ്പോ പിന്നെയും ചാൻസ് ഉണ്ട്.
Karthik's Ripida 9709 said RDR2 and TAT.
വിശ്വസിക്കണ്ട കേട്ടോ. അത് ചിലപ്പോ കറക്റ്റ് ആയിരിക്കണം എന്നൊന്നുമില്ല.
റിപ്പയർ ടൈം ഓഫ് ആണ് ഇതില്.
మేబీ రావచ్చు బ్రో. దాని టైం కూడా అయిపోయింది RDR2ది. ఎన్ని ఇయర్స్ అది? 10 years పైన అయింది అనుకుంటా రిలీజ్ అయ్యి RDR2.
റിപ്പയർ ടൈം ഓഫ് അതെന്താ സംഭവം?
സമയം കണ്ടില്ല നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മാറ്റി.
ഇല്ല അതൊക്കെ പെട്ടെന്നാ ഇൻസ്റ്റന്റ് ആണ്.
അങ്ങനെ
അങ്ങനെ
2018
ഹോളിയിൽ അങ്ങനെയല്ലേ? അത് അടിച്ചു പോകുമ്പോഴല്ലേ?
Karthik's Ripida 9709 said 8.
ഓ ശരിയാ അത് ഓഫാടാ. അത് ഇതുവരെ ഞാൻ
ഇവിടെ ഇതുവരെ ആരും ഓൺ ആക്കി ഇട്ടിട്ടില്ല.
ഇവിടെ ആട്ടാട് ബ്രോ 8 years old game. మనకి ఆప్షన్స్ లేక what I went to my internet.
Driver in front.
Karthik's Ripida 9709 said Nunu Adaka Poi Avathanatho.
Driver in front.
నువ్వు ఆడకపోయే తంతో.
అదేది ఇంజనీర్?
లాంగ్వేజ్ బ్యారియర్.
ഒരു പോക്കും കൂടെ പോകാനുള്ള ടൈം ഉണ്ട്. ഒരു ഒരെണ്ണം കൂടെ പോവാം
Nick
guys.
is out of the season. Okay.
Nick, what happened, Nick?
ఆడాలనుకుంటే రిక్వెస్ట్ పెడితే యాక్సెప్ట్ చేస్తారనుకో, బట్ ఏం చేయాలి, ఒక్కడనే ఉన్నా. మన తెలుగు వాళ్ళు ఉంటే ఇద్దరు ముగ్గురు బాగుంటుంది.
എന്തൊരു വെള്ളമാണ് അതിൻ്റെ അകത്ത്. PC വേണോ ലാപ്ടോപ്പ്?
కొన్ని గేమ్స్ ఉంటాయి బ్రో, అది మన
ലാപ്ടോപ്പ്
ఓన్ లాంగ్వేజ్లో ఆడితేనే కొంచెం మజా వస్తుంది.
ലാപ്ടോപ്പ് ഉണ്ട്, ലാപ്ടോപ്പിൽ കളിക്കാൻ വർക്കാവും.
ఇప్పుడు పబ్జి ఉంది, దాంట్లో నీకు లాంగ్వేజ్తో సంబంధం లేదు, జస్ట్ కొన్ని కాల్స్ ఉంటాయి అంతే. కానీ కొన్ని గేమ్స్కి అయితే ఇట్లా మన వాళ్ళు ఉంటేనే బాగా అనిపిస్తుంది.
ലാപ്ടോപ്പിൽ വർക്കാവെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക്
పబ్జి ఎవరితో అయినా ఆడచ్చు.
ലാപ്ടോപ്പ് ശരി, എന്നിട്ടാണോ നീ മേടിക്കാത്ത? എന്നിട്ട് ഓഫർ വന്നപ്പോ മേടിക്കാൻ എന്താ? നൈറ്റ്
ഒല്ലെ ഫ്രീ അയഞ്ചിൽ പൊലിച്ചേനെ അല്ലെ നിങ്ങളുടെ കൂടെ കളിക്കേനു. If it came below 600, I'll take it this month. F1 bongo sorry 600.
എടാ എൻ്റെ 2060 യുടെ ഗെയിം എപ്പിസോഡ്സ് എന്നിട്ട് ഞാൻ കളിക്കണില്ലേ, നിങ്ങളൊക്കെ മേടിച്ചു വാ.
ట్రాక్షన్ ఆన్ చేసుకున్నాడు.
अपने टीम में कोई आया है नहीं आया है, देख रहे हो? एक
చూద్దాం ఇంకెవరైనా చేస్తున్నారా.
ഓഫർ വന്നപ്പോ ഇപ്പോഴും ഓഫർ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ.
Gap to your teammate behind.
ఏదేమైనా గిఫ్ట్
14.6
వస్తుంది రా.
seconds.
Karthik's Rupita 9709 said Telugu F1 steams on search che bro.
Max being in the McLaren it's weird. It is very weird. I don't disagree. Don't disagree.
And that, I guess.
వీడి స్ట్రీమ్ చూసా బ్రో
Yes,
ఒకరోజు.
to be fair, it does add up all of the things with the
చాట్లో
brakes, so
కూడా
it makes
అడిగిండు,
sense. Still good
నువ్వు
though.
అసిస్ట్లు అన్నీ ఎందుకు ఆన్ చేసుకుంటావు అంటే, నాకు డెత్ రేట్స్ కూడా వచ్చినాయి అసిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ చేయమని. అసిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ చేసి ఆడని డెత్ రేట్స్ కూడా వచ్చినాయి నాకు అని చెప్తున్నాడు పాపం. మంది వచ్చింది. వీడు ఫిలిప్పీన్స్ అనుకుంటా. మార్వెల్ వచ్చింది, మార్వెల్దే వస్తుంది. ఎవరిది లేదు అసలు మార్వెల్ తప్ప. ఉంది బ్రో.
You suck at the F1 games.
ఇదేం తెలుగులో వచ్చింది? తెలుగు కూడా అనుకున్నా.
Matheson leaning forward, 0.10 light. She's an ugly ride so far.
ముందట రోడ్డు మీద లేదు.
Oh no, big problems for Chris Matheson. That's nasty.
Oh my goodness, off the bike and tumbling like a rag doll. He's up on his knees.
Wow. That is a tough
Karthik's Rupita 9709 said next live ni unchud of a private CHES Tava bro.
నెక్స్ట్ లైఫ్ని ఉంచుతావా ప్రైవేట్ చేస్తావా? ఉంటుంది బ్రో, ప్రైవేట్ ఎందుకు చేస్తావు? ప్రతి లైవ్ ఉంటుంది. నీకు బ్యాక్ పోవాలి ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు. అది చేస్తున్నా కదా ఒక సెట్టింగ్ ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు వెళ్ళచ్చు చూడు నువ్వు బ్యాక్. ఇప్పుడు ఒకటే చేస్తున్నాడు బ్రో, ఎవరు చేయడం ఇంకా.
Karthik's Ripida 9709 said anti-copyright content just unav kod ha bro anjiku adugudana.
కాపీరైట్ కంటెంట్ దేనికి కాపీరైట్?
ഓവർ സൗണ്ട് അത്ര മോശമാണോ? അങ്ങനെ മോശം എന്നല്ലടാ, ഒരു വേറെ ടോണാണ്.
Vibi and Sanu is watcher. Vibi man, Vibi. 100% Vibi. Vibi is next level.
അലമ്പ് സൗണ്ട്. ഇത് വന്നോ ചാറ്റിലുണ്ടോ?
ആ ചാറ്റിലുണ്ട്.
ആടെ 5 മിനിറ്റ് കൂടെ ഉണ്ട്.
ബ്രോ ബെയറിൻ ടൈം എന്തല്ല ലൈക്ക് ടൈം. എടാ ഞാൻ ബെയറിൻ അങ്ങനെ നമ്മളെന്താ ലാസ്റ്റ് బేరింగ్ കളിച്ചു എനിക്ക് അറിയില്ലടാ.
ఇట్లా గ్యాప్ ఎందుకు వస్తుంది? వాళ్ళు పిట్లో ఉన్నారనా?
വീൽ ക്യാമും ഫേസ് ക്യാമും നാളെ സെറ്റ് ആവും. ഞാൻ ഇന്ന് ജസ്റ്റ് വന്നു.
Karthik's Ripida 9709 said like Oka Vila Chudali Anukant I have some fun F1 videos kala funny untai.
లైక్ ఒకవేళ చూడాలి అనుకుంటే ఐ హ్యావ్ సమ్ ఫన్ ఫన్ వీడియోస్ చాలా ఫన్నీ ఉంటాయి.
డిఫికల్టీ എന്താ బై ద వే AI 66 അങ്ങാണ്ടല്ല 55 ഇട്ടാണ്. പക്ഷേ AI ഇല്ലല്ലോ.
ഡിസ്കോർഡ് లో పెట్టు బ్రో ఏమన్నా ఉంటాయా?
AI ഇല്ലല്ലോ. സിംഗിൾ പ്ലെയറിലാണെങ്കിൽ 60 എത്തിയായിരുന്നു. ബോണി വെൽക്കം ഡാ, വെൽക്കം അരവിന്ദ് വെൽക്കം ഡാ. എടാ എക്സ്ക്ലമേഷൻ ജോൺസൺ ഒന്ന് അടിക്കണേ, അത് ചാനൽ ലിങ്ക് വരും.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
2.1 laps. ഒരു ലാപ്പും കൂടി.
ബോക്സ് സ്ലാപ്പ്, ബോക്സ് സ്ലാപ്പ്.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
അവിടെ ഇവിടെ നോക്കി വണ്ടി ഓടിക്കാൻ ഇതാണ് പ്രശ്നം. റോട്ടിൽ നോക്കി ഓടിക്കണം കേട്ടോ ഗൈസ്.
ജോണെ ഫുൾ ഓഫ് ആണോ അതോ മീഡിയം ആണോ?
അതിന്റെ ഫേവറേറ്റ് ഗെയിം ഏതാ ഇപ്പോ? പിന്നെ F1 തന്നെ. പിന്നെ സണ്ണി ഈസ് ഓൾറെഡി ഗോഡ് ലെവൽ. VP is better than he's alien da, alien. VP is
Karthik's Ripida 9709 said Mutham set up Yundi Brodigara but bad GA drive chest unitu kala late turning T-skant unitu.
ഒരു 1.5 ലാപ്പ് ബാക്കി
నేర్చుకుంటున్నాడు అనుకుంటా. అన్నీ ఉన్నాయిగా. రెగ్యులర్గా చేస్తున్నాడు బ్రో F1. నైస్ నైస్ నైస్. నేనెన్ని డేస్ నుంచి చేస్తున్నా చూద్దాం. ఇదేనా? అదే ఫస్ట్. టూ వీక్స్ ఏనా నేను కొని?
Okay, so you can use the controls to either pause,
There,
fast
F1 में 2
forward, or
weeks आएगा.
rewind, and once
What
you've
the
found
fuck?
exactly where you want to go again from, just follow the on-screen prompt to head back into the action.
Man, this is guy blind. For sake, man. What the He's nearly a second clear, 0.9 up after 2 sectors. Max Verstappen.
Box, Max. Box, 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 box.
I cannot believe that he pulled out of what could have been the pole lap. What the are you guys saying? Unbelievable, mate. I don't get it. What the is this about?
You've got a problem. Change your f***ing car.
Yeah. These tires are already vibrating like I flat spotted for 300 meters.
We'll monitor those vibrations, Max. And yeah, we'll call you in if we start to get a little bit too concerned.
What a joke, mate.
Karthik's Rupita 9709 said copyright Padada bro.
If it's a safety concern for you, we're happy to box.
I'll just visit the dentist.
അടുത്തതാ నాకు తెలియదు. I don't fucking care. కాపీరైట్ ఎందుకు పడుతుంది బ్రో? వీళ్ళు అప్లోడ్ చేస్తే మళ్ళీ వీళ్ళకి పడదా? హౌ డస్ దట్ మేక్ సెన్స్?
Karthik's Rupita 9709 said Rick's F1 addiction on e untady bro kala funny untady content.
రిక్స్ F1 అడిక్షన్ చూద్దాం.
McLaren is a mess and
చూస్తా వీడివి సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకున్నా నేను చూస్తా రీసెంట్గా అయింది చాలా.
Karthik's Rupita 9709 said Vedu Mutham season Mutham 1 video lo chepistadu.
తెలిసి చూసిన.
Rage Streams said hey brew.
Hey Rage Streams, hi bro. Welcome to the stream. చూసిన వీడు అన్ని వీడియోస్ చూసిన, మ్యాక్సిమం మోస్ట్లీ చూసిన, అంటే రీసెంట్ వన్ని. ఇది చూడకూడదు. F1 ఒరిజినల్ ఛానల్ ఉంటాయి కదా, అవి చూడొద్దు అనుకుంటా. అవి చూస్తే కాపీరైట్ పడుతుంది. Will the overcut strategy work at Silverstone? అందరూ ఆడుతున్నారు బ్రో.
Alright, focus. Speed. I am Oh! What the fuck is happening, man?
This is fucking guys, right?
Holy shit! You can see it. You can see it.
Tell you what, you fat little cunt. Fucking control. Watch out!
Karthik's Rupita 9709 said open lobbies cala mess untady cala fun.
Yeah, that's right, guys. We are back with another year of drama, chaos, crashes. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane. And as you loyal viewers know, there's always a challenge. So, challenge of today: win an open lobby race. That's pathetic. Anyways, let's go to the first race.
దీన్ని చూసినారా ఇది చూసినారా సీన్
Karthix Rupita 9709 said Checo Perez.
ఎంత awkward position అసలు. వాడికి ఏం చెప్పాలో అర్థం కాలే. వీడు చూస్తే పిచ్చోడు అరిచినట్టు అరుస్తున్నాడు.
Karthix Rupita 9709 said Checo 6 Kala videos unti accord 6.
చెకోవి చాలా వీడియోస్ ఉంటాయి ఆక్వర్డ్వి. ఇది ఇన్స్టాలో పెట్టండి బ్రో ఏమన్నా మీమ్స్ వస్తాయి. ఇన్స్టా అంటే ఫక్ డిస్కార్డ్. ఇన్స్టాలో మీమ్స్ డిస్కార్డ్లో పెట్టండి. బ్రో ఎందుకు బ్రో ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ క్రోమ్లో పనిచేయదు ఎందుకు అట్లా? నేను బ్రౌజర్ చేంజ్ చేయాలనుకుంటా ఇంకా.
Karthix Rupita 9709 said YT low search che bro F1 mim iceberg on e Kala bontadi videos.
ఐస్బర్గా చూస్తా ఇది చూద్దాం. ఇది చూసిన తర్వాత
Leave the football before the football leaves you.
P8, Las Vegas. And there we go. Not the best start. Oh my days. Alright, we're still alive. Oh shit! Why are you? Oh, I can't see shit, man. Alright, so close to the leader. Oh my days.
No. What has happened? We need to know who's going to come out in front.
Fucking that's just horrible. That's actually horrible. I've got the pit. I have to go to the pit lane. Fuck you, man. Get out.
Oh, I got damage. Oh.
Where's the pit entry? It's over here, right? Oh my days. I missed it. I was still on P4, you know? Nothing to worry about. People in front of me are gonna crash each other out of the race.
I am stupid.
That's what I mean. We're in the podium places. That's crazy. Ooh, he's close. Alright, that's it. Podium places for the one and only Mango. That's it. Podium, guys. Nice one. Alright then.
Albion Online is a sandbox MMORP.
Alright. Focus. Go to the pit lane. Fuck you, man. Alright, Australian Grand Prix. Let's get ready to rumble. Oh my days. What did I do, man?
Drive through.
And I have damage. Oh. Hey, fuck off, mate. Hey! What is he doing?
Why the fuck you coming fast?
What a fucking stupid asshole he is. What a dickhead. Oh! Ooh, he's not going to pass me. Oh, yellow flag, there's another one. Oh! Oh, there's another one. Why is everyone? So, you made it this far into the video, which probably means you like my content. So why don't you do me and yourself a favor and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This way you won't miss any of the new videos. Plus, you'll be part of a great YouTube community. It will help me out a lot. So consider to subscribe and let's go back to the video. Oh, great start. Some people oh! That's a murder! Get out of the fucking way, man. I'm gonna get your ass. Get out! Get out of here! No chance I'm winning this one. But we're gonna give it a try. Monaco. And we're on the way. Alright, now I'm just gonna do it calmly into the first corner because you see. Okay. Watch out, watch. That's exactly what I meant. Yeah, fuck off, bro. Oh my days! What the fuck? That guy went flying. Oh! Hey, push me! Fucking dickhead! Seriously, what's he doing, man? Fuck him. Yeah, there you go, man. Eat that one. Alright, you gotta line it up perfectly.
And if you no longer go for
What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh my days.
Fucking word within that rat!
Oh my days.
Right, I'll tell you what, you fat little cunt.
Oh my days.
These are critical corners for this Grand Prix.
Fucking bright motherfucker.
What a fucking dickhead, man. Pushing me out of cops, man. Alright. Focus. Speed. I am speed. Alright, P4. We have to win sometime. It's a great start. Oh my days. That's I caused that one. Oh, we're in P1 somehow. I need to create a gap. Okay, he's now right above us. Oh! He hit me! Yeah, he fucked up his front wing. He's gonna get the DRS though. He's gonna put it up the inside. It's not very much space over there. He's pushed me up. It's gonna be a fight of the ages. 2 laps to go until we can crown ourselves as the winner of a Formula 1 25 open lobby. I'm gonna take the inside this time. I'm gonna give him the outsides. He's a smart racer. It's not a problem, actually. Oh, set up the inside! What a battle! And now we have DRS, and now it's just cruising. Oh, what are you doing, bro? Alright, now, just drive. Come on. It's a win! Let's go! Oh, alright then. We did it! I didn't even hear the radio.
F1 meme iceberg. இதா ఇదే అనుకుంటా.
Formula 1, as I've said in the past, is the pinnacle of motorsports, but it's also the pinnacle of memes in motorsports. Take a look at other categories out there. NASCAR. It's got some pretty good memes, but you know, half of it's from the Cars movie.
Hey, Mater. It's nice to finally be back in Radiator Springs.
I want you.
What? IndyCar, also great, but it's just not as big. Same goes for the 24 Hours of Le Mans, drag racing, sim racing, and rallying.
Medium left! Listen to my calls!
MotoGP, my second
India
favorite
alone hai
motorsport,
inda
has some pretty good jokes as well. But does its official YouTube account post meme compilations?
I don't think so.
And then we have Formula E, where the joke is the sport itself. Inside jokes, references, clips, nicknames to running gags and deeply rooted social issues that plague the sport's image is what makes up the amazing memes we have in Formula 1. If you're a new F1 fan watching this video, welcome. I hope you guys really get to learn something new here.
What the
Although,
fuck?
this video might just completely blow your brains out. This Formula 1 meme iceberg consists of 5 tiers, from self-explanatory memes to jokes that are completely fucking brain dead. Obviously, I won't be able to cover every meme in F1 history, although I could have made this video like the usual 2 hours long, which I honestly could have done, but that means I would have to start off the video like this. Good morning, everyone. In today's 17-hour-long iceberg explained video, I will be enlightening you with all the F1 memes out there, starting off with the downfall of Mercedes. The invasion of Poland, World War II. Tier 1, self-explanatory memes that I'll give more context to. Tier 1 involves memes that are pretty easy to understand, but I'll give you guys a little more context behind them, starting with visible confusion. Right out the gate, Sergio Perez easily takes the spotlight here. In the 2017 Malaysian Grand Prix driver briefing video at exactly 1 minute and 27 seconds in, we were gifted with this iconic moment.
Going into turn 2, he was ahead of me and he stayed there.
Okay. Well, like I say, we tend to rely on
Also, this isn't the last time where Checo takes the spotlight. Take the 2023 Las Vegas Grand Prix. Bruce Buffer, one of the most iconic sports announcers of all time, was ready to hype up all the drivers on the grid. If you don't know Bruce, he's the man behind ring announcements like this.
the one, the only, the notorious Conor McGregor!
And then enter Sergio Perez.
Sergio Checo Perez!
Now, Checo isn't the only source of these moments. We've also got Carlos going completely dead after being told that he was called into the steward's room.
Been called to the stewards, so we're going to have to let you go. I believe so. I just heard it through my ear. Is it Carlos who's been called to the stewards? Yes. We're going to have to... what for? What can we tell him? What for? Do we know what for?
And of course, there's also the confusion of Sebastian Vettel when he got called out in a conversation that he wasn't even a part of.
Okay. We can clarify that if you really think it's worth it. I'm not sure.
The driving's so slow, but I mean, maybe Sebastian should keep his on.
Apart from drivers losing their train of thought, there's a lot of iconic clips that every Formula 1 fan should see at least once. If you claim to be an F1 fan and have never seen one of these clips before, you are not an F1 fan, alright, you are a pathological liar. But without further ado, here are some of F1's best clips.
Straight, that is so relaxing. A bit right. Break!
I am stupid. I am stupid.
No, how old I was when I did my first Formula 1 test?
17!
No, 18. I don't know actually.
No!
Oh yes, I know! Watermelon!
When I do this, you start talking. Hello everyone.
I hope he's got some sun cream on. Don't try that at home unless you've got a factor 50.
Visible pain is another meme. As we've seen earlier, F1 drivers can appear too stunned to speak, but they can also appear too dead to convey any emotions whatsoever other than Spain. But minus the S. Fernando Alonso's lifeless stare. While this looks pretty funny, this was taken during the 2012 Brazilian Grand Prix, where he lost the title by just 3 points. While that seems painful enough, the reason behind that dead stare was actually because Alonso was looking at Felipe Massa, his teammate at the time, who just couldn't stop crying. Such a painful moment masked as another funny meme in Formula 1. And then we have Carlos Sainz just blanking out like he's dead, and Daniel Ricciardo screaming after missing Q3 in Japan 2018.
Exactly.
And Charles's face in Ferrari's latest Instagram posts, where as you can see, he looks very exhilarated. But notice how most of these drivers are Ferrari drivers. Tier 2. This is for the memes where more context is needed. Picking up where we left off, Ferrari. The meme here is the team itself. Ferrari is by far the biggest running joke in the F1 community, where you might get sick of how many times people repeat the exact same jokes over and over and over again. Worst part is you can't even complain about these jokes because the team continues to make the same mistakes over and over and over again. Holy shit, Ferrari! Ferrari started being a meme roughly from 2008, where Felipe Massa lost his championship by 1 point. Ferrari didn't even know it at the time. They were busy celebrating, and when they found out, they were not so happy. From there, Ferrari has only been worse because the team has been extremely consistent at being inconsistent. Slow pit stops that take ages, race engineers that are asleep half of the time, and race strategies that are so bad have made Ferrari the joke that it is today.
Stay out, stay out.
Ferrari is so prone to messing up that even in an ideal situation where the team doesn't do anything wrong, just wait till the drivers do. Since then, Ferrari has been correlated with the words pain, depression, therapy, and delusion, where their fans look like this. This brings us to F1's running jokes, one being the Dutch national anthem, which became a meme since Max Verstappen kept winning races in 2023. After you win a race in F1, your national anthem gets played, and since Max is Dutch and won a whopping 19 times that year, every Formula 1 race genuinely just looked like this.
Woo, let's go! It's finally race day. I can't wait to see what happens, guys. And Max wins again. And again. And again. Damn. F1's getting really interesting.
Other F1 drivers have their own running jokes. Lando Norris had the nickname Lando No Win since he failed to consistently get a win for God knows how long, until he finally got it in Miami 2024. He can now sleep tight without having nightmares of Sochi 2021.
And Hamilton takes the lead of the race as Lando Norris slides off the track.
Nico Hülkenberg has a similar fate, but for him, it's podiums. This man has raced over 200 times and has failed to achieve even one P3 finish. He has come so close over multiple occasions, but he somehow just manages to get into an accident or just blatantly pull out a driver error that's not even funny and just straight up sad. I can't help but feel bad for Nico since he deserves to be in a much all time. Was ready to hype up all the drivers on the grid. If you don't know Bruce, he's the man behind ring announcements like this.
Karthik Sripata 9709 said Racing Point India.
Racing Point India. Turkey India kada.
Two. Like this.
Woo, let's go!
Fate, but for him, it's podiums. This man has raced over 200 times and has failed to achieve even one P3 finish. He has come so close over multiple occasions, but he somehow just manages to get into an accident or just blatantly pull out a driver error that's not even funny and just straight up sad. I can't help but feel bad for Nico since he deserves to be in a much better team. I can only hope he makes the right decisions for the years to come. And he chose Sauber. Oh my god. Oh my god, my guy chose Sauber. Can someone shoot me in the head? Fernando Alonso is just a rookie. This meme has been going around since 2023 where Fernando
Karthik Sripata 9709 said finally nice podium
Fernando
Kadadu.
is 42 years old as of now and has been
Finally. Nice podium got ha.
racing in F1 for over 20 years. Fernando is the oldest driver on the grid, which brought people to joke about how he's still a rookie, which is honestly believable. He might be 42, but he performs like he's 22. Oh, and yeah, I think he dated Taylor Swift at one point. And of course, we also have Kimi with his very short questions, Charles Leclerc's pole to win ratio, George Fumble consistently turning into people, Esteban Ocon always trying to kill his teammates,
When he was at... dear. That was late.
Daniel Ricciardo being a high-performance athlete.
I'm a high-performance athlete. Athletes sweat. Sweat, baby. Sweat.
Logan Sargent not knowing what a kilometer is because he's American, and Sebastian Vettel being the biggest F1 nerd.
7 was Kimi, 6 and 5 was Fernando, 4, 3, 2 and 2000 was Michael.
Tier 3. Now this is where supreme wheel knowledge is needed for you guys to understand some of these memes. Suck my balls, mate. No, that is not my personal request to you. Instead, this is a reference from the 2017 Hungarian Grand Prix where Nico Hülkenberg and Kevin Magnussen were scrapping for points. Nico was unhappy with Kevin's driving, pushing him off the track, and after the race, it led to this legendary moment.
Once again, most unsportive driver of the grid.
Suck my balls, mate.
This clip led to so many different memes, and this one is honestly my favorite. Now, for those of you guys who still don't understand the meme of suck my balls, mate, even if I just explained it to you, you might just have a very bad sense of humor or a completely dysfunctional brain. What's even funny though is that these two are now teammates, and I'm glad they actually get along and embrace the memes instead of shunning it.
You've got a new teammate.
Yes, Nico is joining the team, and he can suck my balls.
You wouldn't suck his balls, would you?
Fuck, every day.
Unlike Nico Rosberg, when he got called his nickname Brittany by one of the child commentators on F1 Kids.
F1 Juniors.
Good luck, Brittany. I hope you do well.
Okay, no, Scarlett, that was not check, okay? I shared a secret there with you guys. That was not cool at all, okay?
Thank you, Brittany.
Please apologize.
Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry, Brittany.
apology accepted.
Nico Rosberg, the 2016 F1 World.
I shared a secret there with
Good luck, Brittany. I hope you do well.
Okay, no, Scarlett, that was not check, okay? I shared
Name.
a secret there with you.
Good luck, Brittany. I hope you do well.
Of the child commentators on F1 Kids.
F1 Juniors.
Good luck, Brittany. I hope you do well.
Okay, no, Scarlett, that was not check, okay? I shared a secret there with you guys. That was not cool at all, okay?
Thank you, Brittany.
Please apologize.
Sorry. Sorry,
Okay,
Brittany.
apology accepted.
Karthik's Ripida 9709 said Brittany.
ఏంది బ్రిట్నీ అంటే
F1 world champion and Monaco-based YouTuber who beat 7-time
దానికి
world
దానికి ఏం సంబంధం ఉంది బ్రిట్నీ స్పియర్స్
champion Lewis Hamilton in Equal
Spears.
Machinery, that is also a meme, was given the nickname Brittany by Mark Webber during their time in Williams at 2006. Nico had long blonde hair at the time.
ఇప్పుడు అర్థమవుతుంది కొంచెం చూసింటే నాకే అర్థమవుతుండే
Making him look like Britney Spears, and it soon became an inside joke among drivers.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brittany.
But with that nickname, we also have other legendary F1 nicknames, such as Gotifi. Oh my god, you guys are not ready for this. The name Gotifi is a meme that refers to the legend himself, Nicholas Latifi, arguably the greatest F1 driver of all time. Now obviously you might say that this is just sarcasm, but for the people saying this, you're just a hater. It's so obvious that Latifi is the GOAT. He crashed under the safety car in Monaco, fumbled in Abu Dhabi, and completely forgot the layout of a track, then blamed it on the car.
Se ha metido en la primera salida.
The car, that was strange. Anyways, I'm okay.
But you
Since you're already playing games anyway, why not earn some free rewards while you're at it? All you need to do is download Buff, let it run in the back.
You guys are missing the point here. We're not calling Latifi the GOAT because it's ironic. It's actually because he likes Nutella. Now that is GOAT behavior. Mazepin is up next, referring to Nikita Mazepin, another simple nickname that really does get the point across. But instead of being the GOAT, he is the woke and the most hated driver in F1 history, getting this nickname for crashing in the first 20 seconds of his first ever Grand Prix by spinning.
Teammate for company as they head now down towards turn 4, and that's off, and that looks like a hash.
Oh, and Nikita crashed already. God damn. I bet a monkey can drive better than this guy.
Now, just for the record, guys, Nikita Mazepin was driving this car, not a monkey, you know, just so you guys can tell the difference. Now, there's a lot more F1 driver nicknames out there, but to save you guys some time, here are most of the simple ones.
చూద్దాం లార్డ్ పెర్సవలా పెర్సివల్ చిల్లీ జూనియరా హ్యామర్ $1 billion మ్యాన్ మిస్టర్ సాటర్డే suck my balls, mate. Mad Max, Checo, Minister of Defense. Okay. ల్యాండన్ ఓరిస్కి ల్యాండో నిక్నేమా ఏంది బ్రో? లాస్ట్ ల్యాబ్ ల్యాండ్, లాస్ట్ ల్యాబ్ ల్యాండ్ ఏంది బ్రో? వాట్ ద ఫక్? డానీ రిక్, ద హనీ బ్యాడ్జర్, అల్బనో, మిస్టర్ రౌండ్ ది అవుట్ సైడా, మిస్టర్ మాన్జా, మిస్టర్ ఇటలీ, యూకి ద రూకీ అంట. ల్యాన్స్ ట్రోల్డ్, రోబోటాస్ ఏంది బ్రో?
With context.
అసలు
Karthix Rupita 9709 said 2020 Sochi Grand Prix low first place on day last lap low skid Iadu.
ఏంటి 2020 సాచి గ్రాండ్ ప్రిక్స్లో ఫస్ట్ ల్యాప్ ఉండే, లాస్ట్ ల్యాప్లో స్కిడ్. పాపం. ఇది చూద్దాం.
Most of the simple ones with context.
అగ్రెసివ్ డిఫెండర్. క్రాష్ ట్రాపేనా? క్రాష్ ట్రాపేనా? క్రైమిల్టనా?
This Eyes80 said no PUBG.
नहीं है आज पबजी आदि 20 रुपया नहीं आ रहा. चार्ल्स मार्क हार Percival Leclerc, not Percival. Italian Jesus one.
And of course, with more context, the Mexican Minister of Defense, referring to Checo's amazing defensive work for Max Verstappen during the entire 2021 season. And for those of you who thought that he was actually the Minister of Defense in Mexico, don't worry, you're not the only one. In F1, a lot of fans refer to on-track action oftentimes as historical events. Esteban and Pierre are French drivers that crashed in Australia 2023. French Civil War. Alonso and Carlos are both Spanish and battled in the China Sprint. Spanish Civil War. German driver Nico Hulkenberg pierces his way into Q3. Blitzkrieg. Logan Sargent races in the Middle East. The invasion of Iraq. You get the point. Penalties are bittersweet in Formula 1. Right out the gate, 5-second penalty for Ocon. The most overused meme that started in 2023 where Ocon received 3 penalties totaling to 20 seconds in Bahrain that same year. This penalty meme had people saying 5-second penalty for Ocon wherever. There could be a post about F1's carbon footprint and there would be a comment that says death by firing squad for Ocon. Like, god damn. Overused meme that started in 2023 where all about F1's con. Like, god damn. Each F1 driver also has their own theme songs, since drivers would oftentimes sing their favorite songs on team radio. To avoid copyright, I'm just gonna put the song names right here. Finally, the Lance Stroll interrupting meme, which came from Monaco 2021 where the F1 broadcast, instead of showing actual racing, decided to show Lance Stroll doing a Lance Stroll thing.
Is he ahead of Gasly? They're going to go wheel to wheel up Beau Rivage here. Sebastian Vettel and Pierre Gasly. Oh, what has happened? We need to know who's going to come out in front as we see Lance Stroll hitting the barrier and going over the curb one more time.
Tier 4. We are now entering brain rot territory. Now this tier involves memes that are probably so stupid as they are equally funny. And there are a lot of these kinds of memes, and I mean a lot of these. Holy shit. But without any further delays, I'm gonna mention all of them as fast as possible with just enough context. Okay, here we go. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen kissing. Now this is clearly a real photo. Haters will say that this is edited. Lewis and Max are actually in love. Just take a look at 2021. Max went on top of Lewis. If that isn't gay, then the reality we live in is a lie. Alonso's forehead became a meme after he was given a penalty in Saudi Arabia 2023, which was then reinstated, giving him back his P3, which was given to George Russell, leading to this photo being posted on Twitter with the caption Hola. And Twitter isn't the only place where Alonso posts memes. His TikTok is also pure comedy gold, where you can see him mog people, work out to Taylor Swift music, and do all kinds of goofy shit.
Ready to go again?
George Russell's pose in F1's 2023 intro also became a meme. This beautiful pose with his feet together, arms spread apart, looks exactly like an F1 car's front wing. There are 3 Australian drivers on the grid: Daniel Ricciardo, Oscar Piastri, and Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri might be Finnish, but his long and luscious mullet and mustache just screams kangaroos and big spiders. While 2021 marked the day of F1's most expensive car part, the Mercedes W12 rear wing, costing more than 50,000 euros. Not because it was expensive to make, but because Max Verstappen touched it and was given a fine worth that much. Team LH is a running joke. This used to be a name for Lewis Hamilton's fan base, but has since turned into a name referring to Lewis fans who are mostly mentally ill, immature, and crybabies that keep on complaining about Abu Dhabi 2021 even if it happened like 3 fucking years ago. The GP2 engine is a meme from Alonso's radio during his McLaren days, hating his engine where he goes, American celebrities in F1 are unbearably cringe. Then we have Walter Koster, the most legendary F1 journalist, known for his iconic long questions, where there is an 8-minute compilation of him asking questions on YouTube, and throughout this video, he only asked 7.
Chai, before I start my question, I had to remind you of 5 prizes. I read it quickly. With last place, and probably the low point in Hockenheim, it was a mistake of...
And Abu Dhabi 2021, the title deciding race between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton, where F1's GOAT decided to crash, which brought out a safety car, allowing for a controversial decision to be made where race control allowed lap cars to be passed, leading to Max chasing down Lewis with much faster, fresher tires. Then Max overtakes Lewis while having leg cramps, which gave us Toto Wolff's iconic radio message, complaining to race director Michael Massey, who then got death threats for making Lewis lose the championship, so that next year he was fired and moved to Australia, potentially getting an Uber from Valtteri Bottas. Please tell me you guys learned something from that. But the final meme on this tier is Drive to Survive, which gave us so much material, one being Toto Wolff, where in the team principal meeting he had an argument with Christian Horner regarding the problem of porpoising in F1 cars, which led him to say this.
Change your car. You've got a problem. Change your fucking car.
Then you change your car, because Checo has been saying the car is fucked. Checo has been on the record and is in the
Okay, let's go and get him.
Yeah. No, anyway, I have it printed out.
Now I have no idea what Toto was thinking when he said that, but we can assume he might just have an actual piece of paper that just says, "Hi, this is Checo, the car is fucked." But tier 5, this final tier involves things we truly do not know and requires exceptional wheel knowledge. As favorable as it is to start this tier with a lighthearted tone, it simply cannot be done. This tier is where the deep-rooted social issues that I mentioned earlier start to plague memes in Formula 1, beginning with none other than Jos Verstappen, the only man who can beat Max. Literally. Oftentimes you'll see people in the F1 community joke about how Jos beats Max, a reference to how hard his dad was during his upbringing. Jos Verstappen wanted to mold Max into a racing machine, pushing him in ways many consider to be abuse, leaving Max at a gas station when he was 14, forcing him to endure freezing temperatures while practicing karting, hitting him on the helmet, verbally abusing him almost every single time, and treating Max like a science project, leading fans to also make jokes like the Jos Verstappen project, basically where you're gonna put your child through hell to become the next world champion. Ayrton Senna dated a 15-year-old.
Here's to the story. Not just any story, but the story. The kind every writer dreams of. Filled with characters collected from near and
Karthix Rupita 9709 said Jos Verstappen Peta Jaffa Gadu.
Doers experiences. Here's to the story.
I am not making this up. Ever seen those memes that go like this? That's a To the time Ayrton Senna, a legendary F1 driver, dated 15-year-old Adriana Yaman while he was 25. And yes, I know, what the fuck? For context, the age of consent in Brazil is so much lower compared to other countries, 14. If Ayrton did that anywhere else, this would be a completely different story. As much as he played by the rules, many still go, well, yeah, what the fuck? The two were also briefly engaged, but the relationship was broken off by in late 1988. Now, I'm assuming many of you guys are surprised to hear this about Ayrton Senna, but to be fair, it was pretty obvious from the start, because like Ayrton said at one point in his career, if you don't go for a gap, okay, I can't make this joke. I can't make this joke. F1 sponsors can also become a meme, as they can sometimes be the biggest hit or the biggest fucking miss in history. Visa Cash App RB, an abomination of a name, and Ferrari's HP sponsor, where it looks like Smurfs took a fat shit on the car. Oh, and Max Verstappen has another driver's child. This refers to Penelope and Max, where we get to see them both bond on Max's sim racing streams. Now, P is actually not Max Verstappen's own daughter. She's Danny Kvyat's child, a former F1 driver who is dating Kelly Piquet, who is also the child of another former F1 driver, Nelson Piquet, and is now dating Max, who is also the child of a former F1 driver, Jos Verstappen. Are you still with me? Danny Kvyat and Kelly Piquet broke up in 2019, the same year Penelope was born, and 3 years prior, Max Verstappen replaces Kvyat at Red Bull, then got together with Kelly a year after, when he was 19, and she was 28 years old. Bro is a victim in
నిజమా? నిజమా బ్రో ఇదంతా? What the fuck?
in every way possible. But this led to
ఆల్రెడీ పెళ్ళయి పిల్లలు ఉండామని మ్యాక్స్ వెర్స్టాపెన్ పెళ్లి చేసుకున్నాడా? Seriously?
Meme saying that Max didn't just steal Danny Kvyat's girlfriend.
Karthik Srupita 9709 said true Paypam Daniel Kvyat.
ట్రూ పాపం డేనియల్ క్వైట్ వాడేవాడు అది కాదు ఇది మ్యాక్స్ గురించి చెప్పు.
His daughter and his entire F1 career. Now, with all of those tears being said, F1 memes are truly beautiful. I even forgot
Karthik Srupita 9709 said Daniel Kvyat daughter Ethanu.
డేవిడ్ క్వైట్ డాటర్ తను ఓకే అంటే నాకు అర్థమైందిలే.
Last library of memes that it's been such a challenge for me to try and include everything in one video, so forgive me.
ఇప్పుడు మ్యాక్స్ వెర్స్టాపెన్ వైఫ్ ఎవరు? ఈమెనా? ఈమెకు ఆల్రెడీ ఒక డాటర్ ఉందంటగా. ఇంకెవరు తెలకలేదా వీనికి మ్యాక్స్కి?
He was 28 years old.
Karthik Srupita 9709 said Max took Kvyat's Red Bull seat girlfriend and custody of daughter in 1 year.
Max said Red Bull seat girlfriend, custody of daughter in 1 year. అదే ఎందుకు?
In every way possible. But this led to
ఆమె రిచ్చా ఏమన్నా? Is she rich?
Meme saying that Max didn't just steal Danny Kvyat's girlfriend, but his daughter and his entire F1 career. Now, with all of those tears being said, F1 memes are truly beautiful. I even forgot that this video was about F1 memes in the first place. We've got a whole ass library of memes that it's been such a challenge for me to try and include everything in one video, so forgive me for ones I have missed. I even missed out on putting Red Bull team principal Christian Horner sending a picture of his corn dog to a
Karthik Srupita 9709 said she is the daughter of legendary F1 driver Nelson Piquet.
Okay.
Female employee.
ఈ చాట్ చూసావా? నేను చూసిన ఏదో రీల్లో డ్రెస్ ఫోటో ఏం వేసుకున్నావు అని అడుగుతాడు ఏంది బ్రో వాడు. ముసిలి నా కొడుకు. వీడు ఇంకా ఆడుతున్నాడా?
The rain's going to keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes at least.
Misbah is in the zone now. That's Misbah scene ആണ്. Threats diverted.
ഇനി push ചെയ്തിട്ട് കാര്യമില്ല.
నాకు ఎందుకంత తమిళలో వస్తుంది
ఆడాలు గురు ఇష్టపడే కొను పండుగ
அந்த பக்கம் இருக்கு ப்ரோ.
எங்க நம்ம மார்க் பண்ணு.
முதலில் யார் சொல்வது அன்பை அத சொல்ல வேணாம்.
పింగ్ ఏంది బ్రో 30 వస్తుంది.
என்னடா ஜஸ்டின் அழகா இருக்க.
మాకు 50 60 వస్తది. పుంజు చూద్దాం.
Making these small changes on this.
The Buddha International Circuit was an ambitious project that
Karthik
turned
Sripata
into a disaster.
9709
It
said
cost
Max and
$400
Thana GFK
million
9
to
years
build,
gap Veda major aina ventain official announced Jasaradana ki mundu telvadu.
చేశారు దానికి ముందు తెలియదు. ఓకే
Hosted a Formula One Grand Prix from 2011 to 2013 and was abandoned after that. A circuit that is
నిమిషం చూద్దాం ఎట్లుందో సర్క్యూట్. ఓకే the fuck ఇది హార్డ్ అనుకుంటా కదా సర్క్యూట్ ఎక్కువ టర్నింగ్.
Karthik Sripata 9709 said Bud is Vettel Ada.
ఇక్కడ 2 ఎందుకు వచ్చినాయి? What the fuck? బాగుంది బ్రో.
missed by fans, drivers and would-be
బుద్ధీస్ పెట్టాలడ్డానా.
addition to the current calendar. Before we start with the races, we have to start at the beginning. With Formula One's hunger for growth and the Indian market being absolutely massive with 1.2 billion people, it was a no-brainer for good old Bernie Ecclestone to get an Indian Grand Prix on the calendar. With a pre-arrangement in 2003,
వచ్చే ఛాన్స్ ఉందా బ్రో F1 ఇండియాకి? F1 రీసెంట్ పోస్ట్ ఒకటి చేసింది, బ్రెజిల్లో ఒక ట్రాక్ యాడ్ చేసిందంట F1 బ్రెజిల్.
Bangladesh. The circuit itself, a masterpiece. It has something from Spa,
Track
Suzuka,
period
and
తెలీదు.
had the speed from Monza. And I'm almost afraid to say it, but Herman Tilke nailed this design.
బ్రో
Like
ఏంది బ్రో ఇది ట్రాక్?
Karthik Sripata 9709 said government is ruining everything present Castami.
ట్రాక్ ఏంది బ్రో ఇంత క్రేజీగా ఉంది అసలు? అమ్మో
he did with the Malaysian Grand Prix. It's a circuit of 5 kilometers, has 16 corners, 3 straights, with the last one being 1.2 kilometers long. The drivers went full throttle for 15 seconds and reached 320 kilometers per hour. But that's not all. The Buddha International Circuit was known for the elevation changes
elevation
and
చూడు
the
bro.
roller coaster feeling.
What the fuck, elevation కూడా ఉంది.
With 14 meters of elevation in the first 3 corners, it was a challenge. The sequence of corners from turn 10 to 12 was one of the most notable sections. It had banking and multiple apexes. It showcased the ultimate cornering ability of a Formula One car. The name of this section? Currybolica, a reference to the parabolica of Monza.
Karthik Sripata
But the construction
9709 said Bud Di Kala famous photo untadi Vettel Veli Kar Mundu Bau Chestadu.
చూసా అది
wasn't easy, and it was foreshadowing the future of the circuit. Multiple delays in buying the land, and later the start of the construction delayed the Grand Prix. The financial crisis did play a part in this. In the meantime, India got their very own Formula One team with Force India. In November 2000,
ఫోర్స్ ఇండియా కదా నువ్వేదో అంటున్నావు? నువ్వేదో అన్నావు రేసింగ్ పాయింట్ ఇండియా అన్నావు నువ్వు ఫోర్త్ ఇండియా కదా అది
2009, the layout was revealed, and in 2010, they wanted to debut, but it got delayed until 2011. The track was inaugurated on October 18,
Karthik
2011, just in time
9709
for
said
the
Danny
first
Peru Racing Point Force India.
Grand Prix on
Okay,
October
what's on
30th,
there?
and to be honest, it might have been the worst time to host a new Grand Prix. Formula One wasn't as popular as it is now, and with Red Bull Racing and Sebastian Vettel dominating, it could end up in boredom. The first Formula One weekend in India was a success, especially as a stray dog interrupted the first practice session. But okay, back to the video. With the first ever Indian Formula One driver, Nareen Kajakian, returning to HRT, fellow Indian Karun Chandhok doing a free practice with Lotus, and an entertaining race, it made it that. But there was a little cloud above it. Last-minute construction issues, power outages, and the paint still drying made it look rushed. Some of the infrastructure wasn't completed, and a colony of bats was still living there. But the circuit itself was a success. Sebastian Vettel was the one to take the first Indian pole position with a 124.
కాదు బ్రో ఇప్పుడు రియల్గా వచ్చి రేస్ చేస్తారు కదా ప్రాక్టీస్కి డ్రైవర్స్ అందరూ ఇప్పుడు బుద్ధి ఉంది ఒక 1 మంత్ కాదులే అట్లా రేస్ చేస్తారా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తారా రియల్గా వచ్చి అట్లా సెషన్స్ ఉంటాయా
178 lap time. The 60-lap Grand Prix was also won by the German driver.
ఓన్లీ ఇప్పుడు 3 days నా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసేది ఆ ప్రాక్టీస్ కాకుండా ఎక్స్ట్రా అంటున్నా ఇప్పుడు 3 ప్రాక్టీస్ సెషన్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా రేస్ ముందర అవి కాకుండా వేరేవి నార్మల్గా
He led every single lap, finished 8 seconds ahead of Jenson Button, and set the fastest race lap too. While the race was dominated by Vettel, it still had several moments that spiced it up. Turn 1 was chaos. Rubens Barrichello lost his front wing, pushed Kamui Kobayashi off track, and he returned and collided with Timo Glock. At turn 3, home hero Karthikeyan took Jarno Trulli for a spin, but luckily for him, he didn't retire. Hamilton and Massa had a history of battling in 2008. They went for it again in 2011, and with already 5 collisions on the board, they added another one in India. It was lap 24. Hamilton tried to overtake Massa with
Karthik
DRS,
Sripata 9709 said
and
extra
collision.
undadu valaki gap undadu valo max 1 to 2 weeks e gap untadi next race key.
ఓకే ఇప్పుడు కొత్త సర్క్యూట్ యాడ్ చేస్తారు నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తారు అప్పుడు కూడా 3 ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తేనా
Number 6 was born. With 95,000 spectators, nearing the capacity of 110,000, it was a successful debut, as I mentioned before. The BBC covered the event with pre-race cultural features to showcase more of India. It was a display of Formula One's rich glamour and tech, and India's traditional culture and sometimes poverty. In 2012, it was again Sebastian Vettel on top with the pole position and race win. He led the whole race comfortably.
Karthik Sripata 9709 said Valaki Alavat Valosim Racing Chesteru to get to know more about the track.
Okay.
A dramatic plunge from 95,000 to 65,000 for year 2. While Bernie stated that he wasn't worried and called the country the new China for Formula One, it was worrying. Controversies about the chaotic Indian customs, the organization being in financial trouble, and locals being affected by poor public transport overshadowed the Grand Prix. The 2013 Grand Prix would go down as the end of a short-lived romance between Formula One and India, and for me, it's mostly known for this moment. That has to be one of the most iconic moments of the sport, isn't it? But yes, the pole position and race win were again for Sebastian Vettel. Turn 1 was again a multi-car incident. Mark Webber made contact with Kimi Raikkonen, then collided with Alonso, who made contact with Button. Fernando Alonso's championship hopes were gone after that. And the real highlight, or better said, indicator of the downfall, another drop in spectators, only 60,000 out of a total capacity of 110,000. Before race day, only 40,000 tickets were sold. High ticket prices, a predictable outcome, and the poor public transport all played a part.
In Albion, no matter where you go or what you do, your mount will accompany you on your journey. Perhaps you'll pick the
While the races were good and the circuit was loved, it was the believer of the Indian Grand Prix that announced it would not return for 2014. Very political reasons were the cause of that. It was announced as a sabbatical, but that never happened. Formula One wanted to move the race to March 2015 to combine it with other Asian races. The organization, they didn't want that, but in reality, they couldn't even do it. They were in deep trouble. No government funding, the currency collapsing, and all sorts of bureaucratic obstacles made it near impossible to host a Grand Prix. Let's talk some numbers. With a circuit cost of $400 million to build, hosting fees of $31 million, and all sorts of other costs, they lost $35 million annually. It was a disaster. By 2015, the organization had $11.7 billion debt.
Karthik Sripata 9709 said India low F1 Pedith Pack a disaster ada die present because of Kuda new fans and wannabe fans Kuda Echo Ahyaru and VIPZ Mutham Untaru.
ఇండియాలో F1 పెడితే పక్కా డిజాస్టర్ అవుతుంది ప్రెజెంట్ బికాస్ ఇప్పుడు న్యూ ఫ్యాన్స్ అండ్ వానబీ ఫ్యాన్స్ కూడా ఎక్కువ అయ్యారు అండ్ విఐపీసే మొత్తం ఉంటారు బ్రో బట్ కెపాసిటీ చూడు 1,10,000 కెపాసిటీ
Price is unbelievably high for the local citizens, and as a circuit in Asia, back in that era, you needed the locals to succeed. But that wasn't everything. The Indian government went even further and stated that all Indian-sourced income was subject to Indian corporate tax. They argued that the sport had a permanent establishment in India due to teams arriving weeks in advance. And to make it even more complicated, the import and visa procedures were nothing less than hell. Every car, wheel, and even team equipment like laptops needed to go through extensive checks. It was a labyrinth that delayed everything, sometimes even as bad as team personnel arriving just an hour before FP1. And then we have the question I ask myself every time writing a video like this: will the Indian Grand Prix return? And as I said in my Malaysian Grand Prix video, if you ask me, hell yes. Of course, it was dominated by one driver at the time it was held, but don't let that stand in the way of an amazing track. I think that Hamilton, Alonso, and Hülkenberg would support it, and for the new drivers, I do think they'd love it too. The Buddha International Circuit is a real circuit that is nothing short of a challenge, but in reality, it won't return. Formula One seems to not even think about the circuit. Liberty Media bought the sport from Bernie and got an Indian tax issue with it. That got resolved, but it does give a bitter taste. And that's not the only thing. The circuit is nearly abandoned. A handful of races over the recent 12
లారీల రేస్ ఏంది
years not being an FIA Grade 1
చూస్తాడు బ్రో లారీల రేస్
circuit and a MotoGP race in 2023 with the same problems make it a circuit that we can only really enjoy when we rewatch it. There might be a little opportunity with the Indian Formula One market thriving. Since the pandemic, a lot of new fans joined the sport with a 30% growth over the last 5 years, a growing passion for sim racing, and 2 Indian drivers in Formula 2. It
ఇతన్ని చూసా
might be interesting. So, here's my proposal for the Indian government. Pay that hosting fee, solve the tax issues, and make sure the locals can attend the Grand Prix. I'm pretty sure it'll be fully booked in this era of the sport. Please, make it happen. Not only is this Grand Prix missed by many, there's another one that deserves to come back, and I want you to know everything about it.
Karthik Sripata 9709 said last year MotoGP Kuda Petara but a year Letu politics ruined Chise.
అవునా దీనికి ఒక అఫీషియల్ పేజ్ కూడా లేదా బుద్ధ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ సర్క్యూట్కి? ఎందుకట్లా? జైపే స్పోర్ట్స్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ లిమిటెడ్ అంట. ఓనర్ కూడా అదే. For 2022, it was planned that Buddha International would host event for Formula Regional Indian Championships and in the F4 Indian Championship. హైదరాబాద్ స్ట్రీట్ సర్క్యూట్ ఓకే, మద్రాస్లో ఉంది తెలుసు. కానీ బుద్ధ అసలు వేరే లెవెల్, మిగతా పనికిరావు. నాకు ఇప్పుడు ప్రెజెంట్ ఎట్లుందో చూడాలని ఉంది బ్రో. శివ డాబా ఉంది, నైస్.
Karthik's Ripida 9709 said Street View Untadi.
లోపల కూడా ఉంటుందా? ఓకే, ఎవడో పట్టుకున్నాడు అనుకున్నా. The fuck? బ్రో ఏంది బ్రో ఇది? చీ, ఏందా స్ట్రీట్ వ్యూ కాదా అది? స్ట్రీట్ వ్యూ ఎట్లా వేయాలి? లోపల లేదు, బయట బయట ఉంది. ఎత్తిపోయింది బ్రో మొత్తం. అదే అనుకుంటా స్టాండ్. ఎస్, అసలు మెయింటెనెన్సే లేదు. చలో.
Karthik's Ripida 9709 said Diam movies low abandoned places Untadi Ga Ala Yundi.
అదే మొత్తం అబాండన్ చేసేసినారు.
Fronteras la noche me invita.
What happened to India's Formula 1 team? F1 has had many teams over the years, but only one was Indian. In 2008, Vijay Mallya and Michael Mole bought the failing Spiker F1 team to form the Force India team, which was the one and only Indian team in Formula 1. It was based in Silverstone but ran under an Indian license. In 2011, Sahara India bought a share in the team, leading to its rebranding to Sahara Force India. In 2018, Vijay Mallya was accused of fraud and loan defaulting, which sadly for us Indians meant that the team could no longer continue as they had no funds. It ended up being purchased by billionaire Lawrence Stroll and is currently known as the Aston Martin F1 team.
Force India ne Aston Martin ainda.
For more Formula 1 content, don't forget to like and subscribe. What happened?
Nice. రేపు కొత్త గేమ్ ఆడదాం. గుడ్ నైట్. బై బాయ్. థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ వాచింగ్. బాయ్ బ్రో కార్తిక్. అమ్మో